Well, guys, we're here in this town. This is where Charlie Bucket lives. This place seems kind of like a ghost town, except with fewer people who got here. Speaking of got here, this is Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. This time the gates open for all of us to come in. It's gonna be like an open free tour. Oh, sorry, excuse me? See what I mean? Open for tourists. I'm surprised there's no golden ticket needed, surprisingly. This is like a ceremony, despite this city looks like a ghost town with fewer people. See those arrows? Keep following those arrows. They might lead us to inside the chocolate factory. This is gonna be nice. Isn't this place look nice? Guys, you know I saw something like that in the storybook called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The chocolate room. Let's go take a look. It maybe look like a candy land. If I remember why it's called chocolate room, if everything is like candy garden. Because as a matter of fact, look down here. It's called the chocolate river or lake. Up there is a chocolate waterfalls, I would say chocolate falls. See that tube up there? It drains all the chocolate lake up here. If you're asking me where did the tube send the chocolate liquid go, it goes straight to the fudge room. Just like Willy Wonka said before. Look, let's see all of the candies they got here. There's gumballs and gumdrops, candy canes, gummy bear trees, which is more like practical than monies don't grow on trees. Instead, inside chocolate factory, candies grows on trees, gummy bears grows on trees. But outside of the chocolate factory, candies don't grow on trees outside of this factory. There's magic going on in here. Wonka magic. Chocolate cube boosters, candy pumpkins, peppermint flowers. Chocolate cherry. Don't worry, guys. I know they may seem strange, but that gummy bear tastes really good. Tastes like real candy. Nothing poisonous about them. Just like Willy Wonka's article says that nothing poisonous in the chocolate factory, except wrong experiment like 3-course meal gum, which turn people into blueberries. Me, I'm gonna try it out, and I can't wait to get you so I can see for myself. I know it's risky, but sometimes it's the risk we can take. Up there is some sort of candy cane trees. Now these are the strangest candy trees all over in Chocolate Factory. Oh. See those people? Those are Oompa Loompas. Some of them are boys, some are girls. And right here in this boat, the storybook says that this boat will take us to a special room called the inventing room. All aboard! It's pretty dark here. Good thing I can feel the panel or platform plank. Look at this. Inventing room, private, keep out. Willy Wonka did let us in before. Wow. Inventing room looks different than I remembered. It's like a whole laboratory, but half kitchen, half laboratory. I know you guys think I know a lot just because I'm more like a geek, despite my beauty. Golden ticket. The testing room. That's where the Oompa Loompas Some Oompa Loompas can be workers, some can be volunteers. But don't worry, any tested volunteers will get cured right away. Something like the choosing room. Speaking of which, I gotta try one gum. I know it's risky I'm gonna turn into a blueberry, but it might surprise you once I beat the judge and beat the tested volunteer. Watch this. As I take the gum, chew it. If I keep chewing, I might become a blueberry. See what happened to that boy? Now it's my turn. See, guys? That gum works, even though it's part of the wrong experiment fail. Experiment fail. And on the bright side, we're glow in the dark. Ooh, this juice feels happier in my body than I thought. I can see why Violet cannot roll herself by herself alone. Oh, pardon me. This guy's a little pussy. I know, guys, I'm gonna be real fine once we head to the choosing room. Let's go. I know you have to swim all the way. That chocolate liquid feels so sticky. The choosing room. That's the one, guys. Come on. There's the juicer. Wonka says that juicer machine can squeeze victims that become blueberries like me back to normal. I'm gonna be real fine, guys. Wait for me. Well, guys, what do you think now? Wait, what do you mean I'm not fully deflated? Oops. Oh, sorry about that. I can see I look fat and half deflated, but I have a bad feeling that this machine is starting to get broken down or not working properly. Some sort of the technical issues in there. Those tanks did seem to get the juice or drain the juice out of me, and I'm half normal. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure the Oompa Loompas will find a way to fix that machine so it can properly deflate me fully to normal. Let's go. Good thing Wonka let us keep going no matter what's happening to us. Like, if we get juiced, I'm allowed to keep going. Especially I'm a tourist who like to see from beginning to the end. Like, we love to see how the tour ends. There it is. Let's go. This is some sort of corridor with many doors. Every time those rooms are not glowing, it means we can enter. But with colorful glows, they're locked. See? Locked rooms. It's a signal that they're locked. Anything that's not glowing colorfully, it's opened. See? Fudge room. See, guys? Fudge room. That's what I'm talking about. This is where the pipe take the chocolate ripper to here to make chocolates. Any kinds of chocolates, like chocolate marshmallows and chocolate bars. Squared candies that look round. Those are squared candies with smiley faces on them. You can see how Oompa Loompas were so good and so creative at making candy. If you want to know where Oompa Loompas come from, Willy Wonka once told us that Oompa Loompas came from the island called Oompa Land, which is some sort of giant island. And that's where Wonka finds them, to find the ingredient of the chocolate called the cocoa beans, which they used to be made by the Mayans. Both Mayans and Oompa Loompas. So that means Mayans and Oompa Loompas were the creator and keepers of the cocoa beans. So that is the most ultimate ingredient of all chocolates, cocoa beans. And that's how or when Mr. Wonka meets the Oompa Loompas and hired them all, and promised to give them all supply of cocoa beans somehow. Wonka's full of promises. Body powder. Keep up the good work, Oompa Loompas. Glasses? Where did that come from? Unless one kid fell in some sort of accident. Most secret keep out. Whoa. Carlson, do not enter. Let's get out of here. We don't want to know about that. It seems scary. Let's look more. Taffy pulling room. Now this is the room where, where Mike Teepee gets stretched long and tall. Ever since he's been shrunk smaller in the television room. We'll get to television room at the end. Taffy pulling machine. It not only pulled Taffy longer and taller, it can stretch Mike Teepee, taller and long, like a basketball player. Moving on. This place is full of wonders. Warming candy room. Whoa. So this is a place where warming candy. What? Look at these reds. How peculiar. Peanut brittle mixer. You gotta be careful, guys. Some things can be really hard to get in, and some can, accidentally put us into booby traps. I know I don't know why I'm thinking booby traps, but sometimes they might be, any accidents might be unpredictable. This is like a maze. Let's keep going. Let's not give up. Right, Toaster? You're always teaching us about no matter what anyone do to us, we're not going to give up our hope. Sounds like you say that in the movie. The brave little toaster. We'll keep going until we find the exit. This is like going around in circles. Don't worry, once we reach the end that lead us to the exit, we can rest at the end. But we cannot rest now until we find the exit or a way out. Besides, there's no turning back to where we started. There's the stairs. Come on. Not sorting room. They're squirrels. Instead of Oompa Loompas, squirrels are a lot expert in nuts than Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompas work for candies and squirrels are for nuts. Acorns and nuts. And whenever we do, don't touch these nuts, and never touch those squirrels either. Because you know what happens if we touch the squirrel without their consent? They'll go wild and crazy and throw us down into the garbage chute. That hole over there, that's the garbage chute. Garbage chute will lead us to incinerator. I'm sorry, it may sound scary, but on the bright side, incinerators only remain deactivated in the entire Tuesday, every Tuesdays. Luckily, today is Tuesday, so Oompa Loompas decided not to activate incinerators today. So this is how Veruca got out alive. If it's not Tuesday, then Veruca will be doomed to be burnt to a crisp. Burned alive. So this is why we have to be careful and do not touch anything. You know what Wonka say? No touching, no tasting, no telling. No, if you're asking no telling what, is no telling to anyone, and especially Mr. Slugsworth. Mr. Slugsworth is Wonka's worst enemy. If we watch the movie called Wonka movie, you know why Wonka has something against Slugsworth. Turns out Slugsworth is the bad guy, who has some strange murderous spree, like trying to kill Mr. Wonka, even his niece, which is horrible. And wherever we do, it's best for us not to touch anything that looks suspicious or anything that's not right, like malfunction machines. Understood? I thought I'd see something scary. Freezing snow room. Maybe that's how they keep peppermint candy frozen, just like how you froze an ice cream in the freezer. Treehouse room. Special home for Oompa Loompas to sleep there. Since Oompa Loompas always used to living in the jungle of Oompa Land, which is full of a jungle island. Look, Oompa Loompas. Everyone's wearing sunglasses. Good thing they gave me sunglasses too every time we get in. Luckily you're not humans like me. You're all machines. Appliance and machine alike. So you guys seem unaffected, so you gotta be okay. You're electronics, just like that machine up there. See that giant camera up there? This is no ordinary camera. It's a giant shrinking camera ray, a shrink ray. And whenever we do, don't touch that blue light, otherwise we'll get shrunk smaller and get teleported into TV, like how Mike TV got in. Once my TV get teleported and shrunk small in the TV, but the good news is he can get plucked out and get sent to the taffy pulling machine. Oh, taffy pulling machine won't kill him. It just stretch him big and tall like a basketball player, so he'll be fine. There's an exit. This is it, guys. This is a ticket way out of here. Let's go. Guys, we finally made it. We're inside the flying glass elevator where it flies out of the Wonka's chocolate factory. Now we can see everything down here. Look down. There's a whole city. Oh, I would say a town. See that black factory over there? That's Slugsworth's factory. So, Wonka's secrets are not to be revealed to Slugsworth. Not to anyone too, because anyone can't be Mr. Slugsworth's spies and undercover agents, which is why Mr. Wonka says, no telling. And no sharing Wonka's secrets with anyone that might involve with Mr. Slugsworth, like their spies, undercover backstabbing spies. Oh, if you're asking us where the glass elevator take us, I'll push this button to take us home. There you go. Now we can go home. Well, guys, I'd love to thank you for watching us. This story is more like the brave little toaster goes to Wonka's chocolate factory. I know it's fun for me to make it like a crossover, which gets interesting. As you can see, I'm the biggest childhood fan of the Brave Little Toaster movie series. And if you see the end screens in my TV on my video, in case if it's a YouTube, I would appreciate if you subscribe me, click like with just the thumbs up under my video, and you can see the playlist where you can see all the videos involving Brave Little Toaster Roblox series and Roblox Berry Violet videos, which is more like 200 videos. So, and thank you for watching. I would appreciate if you subscribe me and click like or thumbs up under my video. Goodbye.